Hello, everyone. This is Martin. Welcome back to another weekly update on what I'm looking for this coming week. And we're talking about July the 31st, which is Monday, to August the 4th, for this coming Friday. So let's take a look and we're going to see what kind of trading opportunities exist for all of us. And hopefully we can make some pips. And the theme for this week here is the trend is your friend until it bends or ends. I mean, this is one of the most famous sayings in trading. And what this means is that price will continue to go in a certain direction. Let's say here, making higher low. So in this case, we're in an uptrend, okay? And it keeps doing that until there is a reversal, okay? And so basically, price has been going in a certain direction. It's creating a trend, and then all of a sudden, the trend ends with a bend at the end. And two things we have to watch for as a trader is when does the trend actually finish, and perhaps I'll give you some insight as we look at the currency pairs today. And the other thing is, will the trend continue? And right now, the trends that have been established over the last 3-4 weeks will seem to continue. Will and that basically is on the back of the USD weakness. Okay, so just keep that in mind. As long as the USD is weak, then the other currencies trading against the US will continue their strength. So let's continue with the disclaimer. Okay, here's the familiar risk disclaimer. You can read this anytime you want. You can just stop the video and just read it. But again, the main thing being that this video that I'm presenting to you is for educational purposes. Always use your own discretion. Always trade at your level of risk. Always use management principles whenever you open a trade. Make sure that you are using stop losses and make sure you know when to get out of a trade if it's going against you. So again, you are solely responsible for your own trading decisions. Okay, this is what we've been waiting for. We're going to start with the Euro USD daily. You can see that right here, and you can see the previous five trading candles for last week, and you can see what happened. So you can see price actually has reached the long-term resistance here. I've outlined that in the gray rectangle, and it's even gone just above that. With all this set in mind, the trend is your friend, and let's take a look. You can see that right here. The original, I mean, this has been trending for quite some time to the upside, okay? Just keeps making higher lows. You can see that right here. And um, I anticipate this price to continue. Um, let me just take that off for a second. And you can see that I've already marked in the next resistance here in a line. Price should go higher, so my bias is definitely to the upside. And it just keeps going as a lot of the currency pairs against the weakness of the US dollar. So in this case, euro is stronger, USD is weak. I expect price to go higher. Okay, you can see the long-term MACD is well above zero. Um, we had one kind of a red momentum bar, but still nothing to worry about until we get some in the short term, until we get some red momentum bars here below zero on the MACD. Okay, but if we believe price is going to go higher, and I certainly do, then we want to buy with a close, and this is important, buy with a close above 117.55. That's an aggressive entry, okay? Make note, above 17.55 is an aggressive entry, or if you're a little bit more conservative, then you can wait for a breakout above 117.83. So again, I expect price to go higher in the short term before coming back down. And again, the trend is your friend until it ends. Price would have to actually take a look at this trend line right here. Price would actually have to come below, come down quite a ways below here for the trend to be finished. Okay, but as long as price can stay above here, this trend line, price should continue going higher. Okay, now we move to the next pair, and let's take a look here. We're going to the British Pound USD. Okay, you can see I've drawn in an upper trend line, a lower trend line. So this is basically a pennant. Um, and price will continue to go higher. My bias is to the upside. However, again, price is right here at the resistance. You can see with this gray rectangle. And on Friday, we had a nice up move again. On the Thursday, it was a down candle. Now we have an up candle. So waiting for price to go higher. We are still trending higher, I believe. Take a look at the long-term trending indicator right here. You can see the green momentum bars. Okay, take a look at the bottom of your chart. And if we believe price is going to go higher, we want to wait and buy above 131.63 to the upside. And if we believe price is going to go lower, then we want to sell below 129.60 to the downside. Okay, now we get to the Australian USD, one of the better performing pairs, along with the Euro USD. But look at this. On Wednesday, we had a huge up candle. So sellers did bring it down below previous support. You can see with this black candle, but it stayed above the 8 EMA moving average right here, and then bounced up higher. On Thursday, we had a bit of a pullback. On Friday, buyers are trying to reclaim control. So I believe price is going to go higher. Also on the back of gold. Gold is going higher, and the Australian dollar often is tied into its commodities. So we'll take a look at gold in just a second. But my bias again is to the upside along with the trend. Okay, and again, you can take, here's the long-term trend, but a shorter term trend right there. So as long as price stays above and does not come back, okay, then we will look at price to continue going higher. Okay, so if we believe price is going to go higher, we want to buy above with a close above 0.8020. Okay, 0.2080. Now in the long term, take a look below the long-term trend. We have three momentum bars red to the red, which means the long-term trend has been weakening. Also short-term MACD, we have one right here. You can see that we have one red momentum bar. Okay, so short-term and long-term has been weakening a bit, so we want to be a bit cautious. But again, buy above 0.8020, the close of 0.8020, and for if you want to sell and you want to wait for a sell, then certainly look at price to sell below 0.7877. All the way, you have to wait for price to come back down and look for a sell opportunity below 0.7877. Gold, as you can see right here, here's gold. The daily just keeps going up and up and up, and I believe it's going to go higher. I'll just draw in a quick trend line here just to give you an idea. Okay, and right now, most likely gold is going to come up to this level right there. Okay, so gold is trending higher, boosting the Australian dollar strength. Now, New Zealand USD, another really good pair. A lot of people thought we had hit resistance here, and we did. It did pull back. You can see with these two black candles last week. But then on Wednesday, we had another huge up candle, a bit of a pullback. And then on Friday, again, bouncing higher. So again, I expect price to go higher and want to wait for buy above 0.7553 to the upside. Again, you can see the long, take a look below the chart here. The long-term trending momentum is still green and gaining strength. And again, the trend is your friend until the end when it bends. Okay. Now, US CAD, here we are. We're going in the opposite direction. Price has been going down, down, down. You can see that last week it went down a bit, went up, bounced up off of support on the Thursday. On Friday, we had another bearish black candle. So again, here you want to tread cautiously a little bit. If price is going to break below this support here, it's going to come down to this area. And let me just show you right now. So that's the 12200, 122.30 area. Okay, so if price does break down below, and if we believe price is going to go lower, my bias is to the south side. Okay, my bias is to the south side. So we want to sell below 123.80. Be below 123.80 to the downside. If we believe price is going to go higher, in other words, bounce off support and go in a pullback or retracement, then we want to buy above 125.72 to the upside. Okay, and again, you can see the next in the gray rectangle here, the next resistance area. US CAD, the Canadian dollars tied into oil. Here's oil, it has been trending higher. Note though, last week price went up and is now at the 200 simple moving average. Here's the 200 moving average. So that acts as longer term resistance, but price can always go higher. And if it's going to go higher, then I'll just draw in another, it's going to go to at least, whoop, just a second. Let me straighten the line. I like straight lines. Okay, so if it breaks above here, then it's going to go much higher, and that certainly is going to help the Canadian dollars. So as oil continues to gain strength or increase in price, that certainly helps the Canadian economy. Okay, now we move to the US Swiss franc, and this has gone up. We had a huge candle on Thursday. You can see with this white candle here. Previously, price had broken below previous support, come down, and then come right back up, and even broken higher above the above this moving average. So please note that I've drawn in this trend line. Can you see that right there? Okay, and that along with this could be uh, the start of where price just continues coming back down or contained within a triangle. So here's the upper trend line of the triangle. Here's the bottom of the triangle. So price may, let me just draw that in. So from here, price may just bounce back a little bit lower. If it comes back down again, could go like that, like that. And then at some point could either go, this way or that way. Okay, so just make a note of that. So we could be in a bit of a sideways market here for the US Swiss franc. And if we believe price is going to go higher, then we want to buy above 0.9733. You see this line right here? I've drawn in this horizontal line. So we want to wait until price breaks above the 0.9733. My bias is to the downside, however. So if we believe price is going to uh, go down lower, then we want to take a sell below 96.40. 96.40 to the downside. You can see, however, take a look down below. So price has gone up, and it's verified here. The short-term MACD, we have two green histobars. Okay, however, and price may still go a bit higher up to this horizontal trend line. And here we see a moving average as well with the blue. Okay, so price could go up a little bit higher. We're still in a downtrend. See this indicator down below right here, where you see my mouse. We're still in a longer term downtrend, except the downtrend has weakened a bit. So this is what's regarded as a pullback. So this could be a pullback. And right now, the trend is your friend until it ends or bends at the end. And for price to completely reverse and reverse the downward trend, price would have to break above this area right there. Okay, so price would have to break above there before we could look at really taking or at least saying that the trend has ended. So in this case, though, price still has been in a overall downtrend, except this is just a very steep pullback. Okay, let me just take that off. And finally, we get to the US Japanese yen. Again, prices come down, so we are trending lower. My bias is to the downside. If price breaks this area, this was Friday with Friday's candle, it's going to come down to this next support area. I've drawn that already with the trend line, and if it breaks that, it's going to come all the way here and test the previous. You can see it'll test the previous support looking back at your left. Okay, so price, this US Japanese yen can still come back, come down a lot lower. Take a look here below the long-term trending indicator. We got red momentum bars. That means the downward trend is increasing. Short term, we had just a bit of a pullback here last week, but now it seems like the trend will continue going down, which means that I would be looking to sell. Okay, and if we're looking to sell below 109.90. 109.90 to the downside if you think price is going to go lower. Okay, so that is what I see for this coming week. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you want to contact me for anything, if you want some further help, if you need a training, mentor, coach, please contact me. My name is Martin. Send an email to mskyj007@gmail.com. Take care. We will see you again next week. Bye for now.